Okay, let's see here. We should be live now. I think we are ready to roll now. Today, we're going to continue working on this floor plan challenge from the SimmedUp magazine group, right? SimmedUp magazine. And they have this floor plan challenge to try to execute it in game. And you know, these sort of challenges always look simple on the surface because, hey, it's all mapped out, right? All you have to do is just draw your little boxes and you're good to go. But it's never really quite that easy. You know, in game, there's not an exact, foot to foot conversion from real life to or meter to meter if you're in Europe, from real life to the sim. So a lot of people will use 2 feet squared, like each tile is 2 feet squared, but in reality that's not actually really the case. Plus, most floor plans, like the one you can see here in the upper right hand corner, they don't put everything on a grid, so they don't build on an exact grid. They might make a room 11 feet 4 inches for some reason. And of course, we can't really translate 11 feet 4 inches into game. We could do maybe 10 feet or 12 feet with that sort of measurement. But we've gotten a pretty great start here. Let's take a look. One of the particularities of this particular floor plan as well is that it uses pocket doors. So yesterday we started working on the pocket doors here. Now, I've changed the coloring around on one side of them a little bit. On the other side, I left it like that color. I don't know what color I'm going for, but one or the other. So that was one of the particularities with that we worked out. I think it turned out really, really well. We also decorated it a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, threw in a little bit of decor. Now, today we have the second floor. The second floor actually is going to be pretty, I think, a little bit easier and kind of straightforward. Actually, I've got to take just a quick moment here. Give me just a second. I got to adjust something. That should do it. Okay, that should do it. Now, the second floor is actually pretty straightforward. We have the second floor basically follows the outline of this, right? Except for the dining room area. That's what I'm trying to get out. And then it has a nice, great opening to create a 2-story space for the living room. We've got 3 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bathrooms, easy to do. Now, the interesting thing with this build is you have a bonus room above the garage. That's pretty common in the United States, and especially in the area I live in, to put a large open, essentially blank space like that above the garage. A family will often use it for like a family room or a man cave. and please, if there's a word that I'm waiting to die, it's man cave. I need to let it die. I shouldn't be using it. If we use it, it lives. But that's the word I just used, but that's what people will say they're going to use it on. In this case, though, the bonus room is not actually connected to the rest of the house. You have to go downstairs through the garage. So essentially exit the house, enter the garage, cross the garage, and then go up into the bonus room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else that is extremely common for this area. And that is to put a garage apartment above the garage. Excuse me. In my area, I live in a university town, and especially around the university in the core of our town, you'll see a lot of garages have a small apartment built above them for renting out to students. And it's been like that, forever, for decades. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to put a small apartment above the garage. I might just put a cough drop in my mouth. I may sound a little hoarse today. I might have sounded a little hoarse yesterday, a little bit stopped up. I have been wrestling with a cold forever now, forever. That's what I get. Last year, no colds, no allergies. Of course, I was wearing a mask for COVID. I should be wearing a mask for allergies and colds. because now, of course, I have one. I'm really kind of getting over one. And that's not for sympathy. I don't feel bad. I don't feel sick. Don't worry about me. Okay, so the first thing I want to do also, since I want to turn this into an apartment, and it's got 3 windows that are essentially centered in the wall above the garage, I'm going to change the layout of the garage just slightly. Right now, I've got a space between these 2 large garage doors, which are already a little bit larger than I typically make for a car. I typically do a 3-tile space for a vehicle. Here I've got 4 tiles for each vehicle. So what I'm going to do is scoot these garage doors together. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Whoops. Hold on just a second here. Forgot my cheats. Which, if you're new to building, the move objects on cheat allows you to place things in non-traditional fashion and off the grid. And the ignore gameplay unlocks all of the furniture and art and stuff like that that's tied to like careers by and large, right? So I'm going to put those 2 in. And then we're going to move our door right here next to that one. Oh, come on, line up for me. There we go. And then we'll come up here and we're going to draw this garage in one space, which means we're going to have to move. We'll make that a little bit. We'll just do it like that. Yeah, so I want a little more stairs there leading up from the garage. So let's scoot the stairs, scoot the wall. And then I think we're going to be a little bit closer to the floor plan. Now, in this case, the way I read the plan is something along the... the way they've got the plan done is you're going to have like a slope ceiling. So part of the ceiling in this bonus room would follow the slope of the roof above it. Now, we really can't do that in game, right? So we're not exactly going to follow that aspect of it. We kind of are, because we're only going to allow us the space that we would really have in that case, which I figure is about 6 tiles wide. I don't want to lose the stairs there. Let's see here. Maybe I should, though. I don't want to lose the stairs. Will they disappear? I hope not. They did. Okay, hold on. I just don't want to build them again. Let me move this over here. We'll pull this like this, and then we're going to need a little opening here, I think, for the stairs. I think that's why they disappeared, because there wouldn't be enough space here for them to fit. Hope that's right. Yeah, now they fit. And then part of what we're going to do here is we're going to just make a blank space that is kind of going to represent, in a fashion, where our roof would be. And we're not really going to do the roof. Well, yeah, we're not really going to do the roof. I don't think it's going to really... I really don't know what the exterior looks like. I don't know how they did the roof here, but I'm not going to do the roof like it's shown on the plan. I would say it's probably a pretty good bet. Because I'm going to do a roof here. Like I'll just put it in real quick since I'm talking about it. I'm going to do a roof kind of like this. Okay, and then another roof up here. Okay, and see, I'm sure like with this plan, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that probably the roof just goes up like that, right? So the roof starts here and just goes up above, but it'll cut through the wall at a really wonky angle and just doesn't work well. So I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. And I'm going to bring this down. Where's my arrow? There it is. So that the slope is exactly the same from the front. I go ahead and just extend this just a little bit, like so. Okay, so we're going to have kind of a roof like that for now. For now. Could it change? Of course it could change. And by the way, yesterday I loved this color. I love this color blue, right? I hate it now. Like I opened up this build today and I was like, I don't like that blue. Why did I put that? I should not put that blue on there. So the blue's probably going to go. But yesterday at the time, I did think it was really good. I don't think so any longer. And eventually it'll go. And this will be a kind of our space. I guess we could map this out real quick. I mean, basically I'm going to want a living area right off the stairs, and then a bathroom and a bedroom. So I would think maybe something like this. A pretty not huge bedroom, okay? Like a 4-tile wide bedroom. I might even go ahead and put the closets here. Should I? No, I don't know. Huh. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to put the closets there. I feel like that's kind of a cheat if I do that. I'm going to go ahead and put closets here. Because this space normally would just be so shallow. They might put some storage in there, but by and large, it would be like real short. It wouldn't raise up very high. Now I will say I did live in a house once where I was in a space like that where the roof came in, and they did have a closet, and the closet was like from the ground and then maybe about as tall as a shirt or a pair of pants hanging up, right? So I always had to reach down to get my clothes, but it worked really well. I'm not going to do that here. That's just for information. And then I guess we could put a kitchen in here, bathroom here, dining room. Create a sort of railing here for the stairs. Like that. So we're going to have a kind of a floor plan like that, and then we'll decorate it here in a little bit. And then we'll have a roof line here, and then above this. So let's go ahead and we'll map out here. This will be our chimney. Said this yesterday, I'll say it again. This is actually really a pretty big house. Did I just erase my stairs? Let's see here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let me try this again. Well, I don't know. What did I do? Maybe I broke them some other way. The stairs are missing for the second floor. So let me put the stairs back in. Hold on just a second. Uh-oh. We have to take out the wall underneath these stairs so that they will actually float above these stairs here. And we're going to turn it back on on a bend, give it an elbow landing. I can't believe I grabbed that half wall there on the first try. Because it's much more likely for me to have to grab one. Nope, that's not quite high enough, Grab another one. Nope, not quite high enough, and so on and so forth. Okay, so now that's fixed, and we're back here. We're going to have... We're going to have 2 windows right here. And then we're going to have We're going to do a half wall. We'll go with this height for now across here. And what I'm going to do too, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and put in some lighting so we can see better what we're doing. I can actually see fine, but I know it can be hard to watch. You know, kind of when you're watching it on screen and there's no lighting anywhere. So we'll go ahead and put some lighting in here. Like that. Okay, now let's see what we have. Now, we've got the stairs, and then we're going to have, basically, according to the plan, it looks like a single tile like this, right? Single tile sort of space. And we're going to have the door to the bathroom here and the door to a bedroom here. And the bedroom wall is going to go across here, as so. And then we would take out all of that, right? So that we're open up, wait, there we go. So we're open up now to the first floor. Let's go ahead and put in some of our paint here as we go. Okay, so this is basically what we'd be looking at. You know what? I better go ahead and safety first, you guys. Better put in a railing here for the stairs. We don't need anybody falling off to the first floor to their deaths. Not now. It's a good time. It's a happy occasion as we prepare for our future here in this beautiful house. Actually, I do like this house. I'm gonna say. I said this yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. It does make me kind of want to do more houses from floor plans because this actually does look pretty good so far. Let's put that here. Now, here's the deal. On the plan, if you can see there on the upper right-hand corner, on the space that's open to below, it's got like a white rectangle there. Typically on a house plan, that's going to represent a roof. Okay, so what it's saying is that this space, this wall, is lower, say, than this wall or this wall, because the roof slopes down and cuts lower than the roof maybe in the rest of the house. So, again, that is something that is really not possible with the Sims. If we do a half wall there, it's going to let the light in from the outside, which is going to throw off the way the light works on the inside. So I'm not going to follow that part. And as such, I don't know if there are windows on this side or just on this side. And I'm at a bit of a loss here. Because if it was me and I was building it, I would put windows up here as well. And make this a really open sort of visual space. I guess for now we'll leave it as is. Now we'll move forward here. And let's do the bathroom. The bathroom looks like a 4-tile setup, right? Pretty much 4x2 tile setup. Standard for the Sims. Standard for real life, essentially, as well. And then the wall from there is going to continue, I'd say right about to here. And then we've got what looks like a 1-foot cut into this room. And we can't do a 1-foot cut, so we're going to go ahead and do a 2-foot cut into this room. Like so. And that's another weird thing about this plan on the second floor. The master bath, it looks like this entire space here, like from here, all of this is a giant shower. Except that maybe there's a tub here too in the shower. Because see how the X is done? Maybe it's showing you can do either one. I don't know. But the X usually is going to be a shower. Because where the X meets, the point in the center, that's the drain for the shower, right? So that's the low point. So I don't know, though, what else that oval could be aside from a tub. So that's strange. I'm going to just ignore it for the moment. But that is a little odd to me. We're going to have to figure that out. What we can figure out, though, is we can then bring the wall from the hall bath all the way across, right? There we go. Kind of dark there right now. I don't have a light. Let's get a light and put there. Here and here. And the small bedroom's pretty easy to draw off, too, because the wall just comes from here across. That makes a square. That leaves the master bedroom, which is also fairly easy to draw off, except here's the problem. Is it a problem? Kinda. This bathroom, if we go by the plan, it should stretch to here. Okay, because the master bedroom basically connects the back wall of that bath to this point. So, one thing we could do is leave it 3 tiles or go ahead and just pull this wall like that. And I think we'll go ahead and just pull the wall like that. It'll give us enough room for the double doors leading into the master suite. And we can center a door here. And it feels just a lot less crowded. It feels more realistic, I think, that way. I wonder, can we take out... Oops. No, I can't move that. So we're going to have to leave that alone. And then we have this really, really massive walk-in suite. Walk-in bathroom and walk-in closet for the master suite. Now, again, according to the plan, the kind of opening for this closet and master bath cuts into this master bedroom space a little bit. We can't do that really. So what we're going to do is we're going to count 2 spaces for the tub, 2 spaces for the sink, and that is going to represent where our opening to the kind of master bath and closet area is. And we're going to make that a double wide opening, I think. Yeah, I would say so. Simply because I don't see... I just don't see that walk-in closet is going to be any bigger than 3 tiles. Because if we draw it like this, kind of, yeah, and then we've got this sort of bump out here and a bump out here. That's our closet. That's a huge closet. Oh my gosh. So we've got our master closet there. And then we would have like a little sort of vanity here. And then unusual for American houses is the toilet is just out on the floor. I'm going to do it that way, but that's really unusual for an American house. And then we've got just this huge, 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 huge shower and tub area, right? Which do seem to have some sort of like wall. Probably a glass wall. Yes, in fact, I think I'll do it as a window. And then you have a seat back here. So that's getting us where we need to be. And I think all the windows, again, are kind of replicated. I don't know. The weird thing is, here they are for sure. Here we are definitely going to replicate them. And here. And then back here, let's see. Looks like all of this is a master closet or a walk-in closet, not a master closet, a walk-in closet. And we've got quite a few windows in this room, some here and here, like so. Now, the room that's a little wonky is, according to this, we have just 2 windows like that, and then one over here, which I think, okay, let me look at this. I guess it's going to go just above one window, like that. Must. Okay, so that's where we stand with those windows, except here in the back of the house, which I don't know. This is going to be a little odd. It's going to be a little tough to decide because I still see I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that, whether I'm going to put windows there or not. Okay, now one thing we can do is we'll go ahead and go in and we'll put in our roofs, which I don't really know what kind of roof here this has, but since it has this sort of, I'm going to mirror here with the same sort of roof style. And I think we should go ahead and do the same thing down here. Kind of like that. That might still be a little bit too high on that roof. We're going to leave it for now. And we're going to grab this one. Whoops. There we go. That's not too bad. I kind of don't, I think that hangs over too far there. I am going to go ahead and pull it back for now. Okay, so that's where we stand with that. I'm going to just do this type of roof here. Since it is kind of just a square, let's do a square here. I don't know though. You know what's kind of weird about this? And it doesn't really look this way on the plan. On the plan, both sides look kind of balanced in size, like even in size. And yet, I'm not sure that the roof isn't lining up. like I wanted to, like I think I should. So, what am I gonna do with that? I don't know. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? First, I'm gonna get rid of this roof. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that. I don't like it at all. So let's get rid of it. Let's use this sort of roof. We'll see here. This will probably be like the roofing stream. I'll probably spend so much time trying to get the roof right because I'm also a little bit worried now about this floor plan since it feels like it should be balanced. Like we should have a square and we don't have a square. And that would mean I'd have to redo part of the first floor. And I don't want to redo part of the first floor. And especially since I'm not even sure I'm right here. Okay, you know what? For now, I am going to leave it like that. And then here's the interesting thing, too. It looks to me as though the roof out over the porch here is just a flat roof. And it looks the same for the dining room. So it would be something like this. And then back here, we already have a flat roof on it. I'm gonna go and put like a flooring on it like that. I'm gonna bring it all the way across. Hmm. We're gonna throw a chimney stack on that. And we're gonna try putting on a little roof detail here. I'm putting that flooring on there because I want to outline the like that. I want to put some sort of little decorative touch here on the top for this fireplace. And we don't have a lot in, really for a modern fireplace. So I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to just put one next to it, kind of double stack it, double smokestack it so that it has something of a look. Let's see here. There we go. It's not too bad. Okay, so that'll be kind of our fireplace area there. Now back here, again, my thought is if this was me, if this was my house, I would probably put some sort of balcony out here. Now, I'm not going to do a balcony because there's no doors leading to this on the plan, so I'm not going to do it for the challenge. But like if I use this in game, yeah, I'm sure I'll put a balcony on it. And then we're going to take that and put it around there to kind of replicate what we've got going up there, so that the theme of that kind of continues on out here a little bit. You know, that blue's not too bad. Maybe I'm going to keep it now. Maybe I'm going to keep it. The chimney stack seems like really tall, though. Let me try something here. Oh, shit. I can't do that. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. That's a little bit better. I don't know, though. This kind of dark shadow there. Oh, hello, Mr. Hogbog. Well, I don't know if it's better than you can do or not. I would never say that. I'm just fumbling around most of the time in the dark. For now, I'm going to leave that up here. Well, not way up there. More like there. I've got to... I've got to balance that out, I think, though. It seems really kind of awfully tall. And I guess I could put it here. Like, okay, let's see. Oh, I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it for now because what I'm going to do is I am going to replicate what we did in the back there on the front porch. So we did kind of a back faux balcony. We'll do a faux balcony there as well for now. Don't know about that roof. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to give it a rest. I am going to have to think about it because I don't like this roof at all. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to go back to this. Since we only have so many options to deal with here, I'm going to go back to that. I mean, that's not too bad. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. Let's put some trim on it and see how it looks. I really like this. The way the roofs are done here, though, and especially with those barn doors, because it does look a little bit like a barn. I mean, I hadn't really thought about that till just this minute, but that really looks kind of like a barn. Kind of suggesting a barn to me. So, might have to run with that. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. Now, am I missing any windows? I am missing a window. Okay, so let's see here. It looks like there is another window here. Do I have every pack? I do have every pack, yes. I do have every pack for The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. No, I do have every pack. And I tend to build with every pack. I do. And which one did you like better? Was it the chimney? Was I working on that? Or the roof? Do you mean the roof? The first roof with the that mimicked the front roof, not the one I changed it to, but the other one? I might have to go back to that. We'll see. I mean, I don't love either of them so far. I need some sort of window here. I guess I can use this. Let's use Old Faithful. We'll put that there because I just need a window for a master closet. And I don't know. That seems like kind of too big. And then it looks like there's a small window in the master bath, like right here by the vanity. Kind of like right here, maybe. Yeah, maybe so, because I think they've got like the toilet here. Yeah. And then the vanity here. Maybe there's a window between the two. Okay, so we're going to go with that. We're going to call it that. And we'll put the other one back. And we'll go with that for now. Because, it doesn't show a roof on the plan. And this does kind of work with the roof for the garage. For the garage. It kind of matches the garage that way. So just adjust that a little bit. Okay. So let's go in here real quick, and we'll start with this sort of garage apartment. It's what we'd call it in the area I live in, a garage apartment. And we'll build out... We're going to build out a kitchen here against this wall. Something kind of modern. Let's take a look here what we've got. This is the Dream Home Decorator pack, of course. Love that pack. But let's see here. Yeah, we're going to do a cabinet there, a corner cabinet here. And then we'll put the fridge right here. Pretty nice fridge for a garage apartment. I don't know if maybe I should do it like let's do it as an upscale garage apartment. I was going to maybe do it as a true kind of student apartment, but nah. Let's do it as a true upscale garage apartment. Throw in that stove. We're going to need a sink. And I don't know about a dishwasher. This feels a little clumsy with the floor plan for the kitchen, but I think it's okay because I do want to put a dishwasher in here. So I don't know if we have anything though that's really going to match. Let's put some light in here. God bless. See what I'm doing. There we go. See, what I don't want to see is, this is the reason why I don't want to put a dishwasher here at the end. Okay, because I know that's kind of what I'm thinking. I could just put a dishwasher here, right? But then you can see the side of the dishwasher. But I guess I could go ahead and do it. And whoops. Then the sink would be next to it, because I do feel like the sink should be next to the dishwasher. I mean, the Sims won't care. Of course. The Sims, I'm like, oh no, I ain't gonna use that. It's not close enough. Or that's just too odd. I'm not gonna buy that house. We'll go ahead and do it like that. We're reaching for some realism today. Paint wise, I'm gonna just throw some white in here. I don't think I'm gonna keep it white. I just don't like looking at drywall. Oh, actually, there is a laundry room in this house. Actually, Mr. Mr. Hog, I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Hogpog, Mr. Hogpog. The laundry room, actually, we haven't built it out yet, but it's here. It's big. I mean, this is a big laundry room. But a washer goes here, dryer goes here, or vice versa. And then you've got like cabinets here, cabinets here. I think technically there's a laundry chute right here, which would tie in up here to the closet, right? So there is one. I could put a laundry also here in this garage apartment. And in fact, I think I will. And I think I'll put it right here in this space by the bathroom and the bedroom. So we'll put a laundry right there. My favorite pack is City Living. Still to this day, I would say my favorite pack is City Living. I think a lot of times people like in The Sims, they like places that are different than where they live. Excuse me. So I live in a very suburban area, and I like the idea of being able to live in, a great urban environment, something, a lot of fun, very fun urban environment. So I love that about San Myshuno. Also, it came with a lot of stuff. It really was a very well fleshed out pack, I felt. Came with a lot of stuff with it. So that's another reason to really like it. And I don't love the fact that we can't make our own apartments, but there is a certain challenge to building within the apartments. And especially the big challenge now that I love is with things like the tool mod. I was able to create balconies, for some of the apartments that didn't have balconies that Sims could use. And also, commandeer hallway space for Sims to actually use as well to add on to their apartment. So in that way, we kind of could start building kind of our own apartments a little bit more. So I do like that. That's my favorite. And let's see here. What is your favorite, I would say, like, what's your favorite pack as well? Because it's always different with people, and it's really surprising to me. Some people would absolutely do not like City Living and probably pretty much hate it. But I love it. Still my favorite, still to this day. I do think part of it's because there's so much in it. I feel like later packs, as we've gone on, have not been as fleshed out. I mean, I would say that. I would say they haven't. There hasn't been as much in them. We're going to do kind of a tight little living room here. It is going to be space conscious. We're going to call it space conscious because, there's not a lot of room here to work with our living room, but that's okay. I think we'll be all right. We're not going to get crazy into decorating, but I do want to map out kind of what we're doing, what I'm doing. kind of a long cantilevered sort of shelf there. Obviously put a TV above it. I do really like island living in that Sulani is a really beautiful world. And maybe one of the most beautiful. I mean, it's a really, really gorgeous world. The only thing that holds me back to, choosing island living with those sort of questions is that so much of it you have to use in Sulani. Now, I still bought it, and I still recommend people do buy it. I do think it's a really great world. I think they did a fantastic job with it. But I think that's kind of disappointing, and also I play with toddlers a lot and do a lot of family stuff. And there was some ball dropping, there, but not so much. I would say not to buy it because I do think it's a really good pack. I want to give that the feel of being cantilevered out there from this structure. I did the same thing downstairs. So we're going to do that for now. Let's put some flooring down. Let's see here. Now this is a rental unit. So I don't know, probably some tile in the kitchen and the dining area. And probably ought to do tile here too. Because then when you first come in, you have a place to kind of wipe your feet or something, you won't track stuff in. I'm going to try moving this over a little bit. Hopefully the Sims will still use it. Kind of tighten this area up a little bit. Toddlers are very hard to look after. I'm sure you saw recently the scenarios, 3 toddlers, that scenario. I did that. I did a video on that, and I've done 7 toddlers before. Back in the day when that was brand new, that idea. I did 7 toddlers, and oh my gosh, I nearly killed them. I nearly killed them and myself. I mean, my sim. And I actually had, because I used a mod, I actually had 7 toddlers and then a kid and an adult. So the kid could help a little bit, but it was really, really tough. I mean, that's kind of where I learned this trick. I finally just started throwing food on the floor for the toddlers to go feed themselves so they wouldn't starve to death, and get taken by DHS or whatever they call it in game. Because I'm like, you guys are all going to die. You're all going to die. I don't know how I'm going to take care of you. I give up. It was nice knowing you, kids. But in the end, they didn't die. It was okay. We got through it, but boy, I sure thought we were going to. I thought I'm never going to make it with these poor kids. The new scenarios, I played through all of them. In fact, it was really quick with the $1 million one. I kind of stumbled on I don't know. It just came to me really quick. The idea that in order to get $1 million, all I really needed to do was marry a millionaire. And so that's what I did. I just went in and married a millionaire, and voila. Now, I posted on Twitter as a joke that you could just marry, and I did try this too, and it does work. You could just marry and then kill whoever you marry over and over and over, and then sell their assets and get their money. And you could also become a millionaire very quickly. We'll do that, I guess. So we'll go ahead and put that there for now. I'm going to put the same tile in here. And you know what I think I'm going to do with this? This is something that, you kind of see with modern apartments and stuff. Let me see here. I'm going to drop the wall here a little bit so that in theory, it would let in some natural light over it from that window. You see that a lot kind of in modern loft style apartments. I'm going to go ahead and do that here as well. And I'm tempted. I mean, I really want to run this half wall all the way down, but I'm afraid the transition's going to look kind of wonky. Yeah, see, it always leaves that weird corner there. Try that. Yeah, the 100 baby challenge. The thing with the 100 baby challenge is I think it just must get really tedious, because you just I guess you could put the sim on unlimited lifespan and then just crank out one baby after another, after another, after another. You just never be done taking care of those babies, I guess. Except then I did think with that. I thought with that, well, you could have a baby and you could pretty much just age it up immediately, like as soon as it's born. I don't know what the rules are. That must be against the rules. It must be against the rules, but you could, right? I mean, you could just age it up as soon as it's born, and then you could go ahead and age up the toddler as soon as it's born, as soon as the baby's born, or as soon as the baby ages up again. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Someday, maybe. I am going to put in a wood floor here. Bum, 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 bum. I mentioned this with the main house. I always kind of angle it so the wood so that whatever point you're looking at and you're looking, long, you got a long stretch of view. I always angle the wood that way because it makes the space seem longer and more drawn out, kind of draws your eye forward in real life. In The Sims, it probably doesn't matter that much, but I still kind of follow that convention. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. There we go. It's not really matching up exactly. Let's try this again. Okay, let's try that. I want to make kind of an angle here, like it's, cut across. Let's try it with the tile. See if that works better. That works better. And then normally in this kind of space, you'd have what they call a reducer, which is a sort of covering from one type of flooring to the other as you pass over it. We're going to do that here with this orange. Maybe. Right now we're going to do it with orange. I might come back and change it because that looks a little bit brighter than I anticipated. Huh. No, let's see whatever colors we have here. Maybe this would be better. It's kind of bright too. Let's see. I've used these a lot, but I guess nothing like this kind of. Let's go this. That okay? That's okay. That's better. Let's go with that. It's not exactly the color I was thinking, but I think it's a little more in tone with the floor we've got there. That's the thing. If you marry somebody, because it may look like they don't have hardly any money. You're right, Hogpog. That then you sell their house and you sell all their stuff and they've got like a fortune because like the land grabs live on this really expensive lot and they've got a really big house full of stuff. So it is a great way if you want to do the $1 million challenge. Scenario. Just find someone to marry. Hell, you can marry them in a day too. It took me 20 hours to go from meeting them in the middle of the night, meeting them like at 2 a.m. till like, the next day around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Not even 20 hours in that case, 18 hours. We were married. We were married. Transferred all of his money over. Good to go. Won it. Let me put some cabinetry in here real quick. I was thrilled. It was genius. It was genius moment time. I thought about using those glass cabinets there, but nah, I'm not going to. Do. I do think I'll go ahead and put in a quick wall here to give it a more finished appearance. probably a lot of garage apartments wouldn't have that, but I do think it gives it more of a finished appearance, and it kind of delineates the kitchen more, kind of marks it off as its own space. I'm going to hope and pray a sim can get through there, because they might not be able to. If they can't, I'll have to adjust that to a different desk and chair. Now, for the bathroom, let's see here. We've got our half wall to give us some extra light in there. I'm going to go ahead and do just a shower here, kind of a walled shower like that. And much like I'm going to do in the master bedroom, I'm going to put in one of these windows just so it looks like a glass shower enclosure, kind of like that, like so. I'm going to try to put in a fairly good but modern looking toilet. Yeah, we'll go with that. Do. And then I guess, the weird thing is, let me look at this real quick. We can use this. Let's use this. I want something with some storage, but I also want something kind of modern and different. I don't want to just put cabinetry in here. So let's do that. I'm going to pull this over a little bit. Like so. And then for the closet here, I'm going to use the new Dream Home Decorator stuff where we can build, kind of a real look to our closet. Let's see here. I've not tried a Victorian challenge. Is that where you're supposed to live like a Victorian, I think? That's what I'm guessing, because I'm not even real familiar with the term, but I would guess that that's what that means. I have not done it. I think it could be fun. I have done stuff like Merkland, where, you can't use electricity and stuff like that, right? There's a lot of rules to it to where you have to live like really primitive. So that would probably be the closest I've ever come to actually doing that, if that's what you mean. And I assume it is. That sounds like what that would be. And I have not done it yet. Someday maybe. I think I'm going to lift this up a little higher. Well, if it'll let me. Move that here. Have you tried the Victorian challenge? Is it hard? I mean, again, is it kind of like off the grid? Maybe that's what I should say. Is it kind of like off the grid? That's what I meant by Merkland, because once they got the off the grid stuff, before that you had to kind of fake it, fake off the grid. But once they got the actual true off the grid stuff, then Merkland became more of a, like a reality. I might try it sometime. I have kind of a storyline of it I've wanted to do, over the years that definitely would fit with that sort of feel, Let's see here. Mm-hmm. We're going to put in some lighting in here, some sort of task lighting. What have we got to use? Oh, shoot. I thought I opened these. Hold on here. There we go. Because I like to use, like, as under counter lighting, this sort of like painting, picture perfect art lighting. Because it looks to me like the sort of, you know, like fluorescent light fixture that you see in a lot of kitchens. So we'll do that there. And there we go. We kind of have our walk-in closet. Do. That looks pretty good. Oh, come on. Okay, skip that. Just going to kind of fill that in with some cubbies, and then we're good to go. Oh, my least favorite pack. Yeah, that's pretty easy, and I don't think this will come as too big of a surprise. If it's any pack, now this is a stuff pack, so if it's any pack, and we're not including kits, okay? So if we're not including kits, and we are including stuff packs, my least favorite pack is Luxury Party. Was that what it was called? Luxury Party pack. It was the very first pack put out, stuff pack put out by Maxis. We had a game pack and an expansion pack before that point. And I think it was called Luxury Party. I think that's its name. And the thing is, at the time, I liked it okay because we had so few things in game that it was at least, you know, something, right? And we didn't have restaurants at the time, so you could kind of use this stuff to make a restaurant, right? So you could at least pretend that there was a restaurant. So I used to like it okay, but honestly, I would say I use almost nothing from that pack all the time. Okay, nothing. At most, if I was going to try to have a wedding, I might have the buffet sort of table thing that came with it. I might put that out, but honest to God, it is the least used thing that I've ever had for The Sims, I think. So that's my least favorite. That's my least favorite. If we're including kits, my least favorite is the fitness kit, like the fitness clothes that they came out with like right at the start. I didn't like those at all. I feel like it was kind of, I mean, it was okay, but just kind of meh, kind of not great. My least favorite, I can go through the rest. My least favorite game pack would be Outdoor Living. I came to like it more as time went on. So at first I kind of thought I would really like it because I actually like camping in real life. And I love to take my son camping. And so, you know, I thought, wow, this is going to be really cool. And then it wasn't really cool. It was really boring. And I just did not like it. Now, after a while, also it was really expensive and there just wasn't anything there to do. After a while, I went in and I remodeled the whole thing as sort of it's like a spooky Halloween type of theme park. So I replaced every single lot And I put like a restaurant there and a shopping plaza there and a nightclub there. And I built it out more like a resort, like a theme park, like a Halloween theme park resort, right? I liked it better from that point, but it's probably still my least favorite. And my least favorite expansion pack is probably Get to Work. Probably also the first expansion pack. Get to Work didn't have a world with it, which I didn't like. And once I played through one career, the rest of them were it was kind of boring after that. You know, it was kind of like after it was one and done. And even getting through that career kind of turned into sort of a grind. And I don't know. I mean, I would say I probably do use the stuff from the pack quite a bit. But that said, the pack itself, no. Overall, I don't. And the retail system was not very good. The retail system is better than nothing, but it wasn't very good. Okay, so this is coming along pretty good, though. Got this thing here. Oh, your least favorite is vampires. No kidding. Oh, no kidding. I also would like to know your least favorite stuff pack and expansion pack, too, if you have a preference. And kits, too, if you feel like it, if you have an opinion on kits. Kits, there's not much of it to have an opinion on because they're, relatively small. There's not much to them. But vampires, I'll tell you this, vampires is actually one of my favorite packs. It is one of my favorite packs. And when it came out, I thought, and I still think this, that it most clearly executes the idea of the game pack as a miniature expansion pack better than we've had certainly than we'd had up to that point. Because up to that point, we'd had, outdoor living, not outdoor living, what was it called? Outdoor retreat and spa day and dine out, right? And with vampires, we got a world, we got all this new great gameplay, we got this really pack specific look and style, and we got a new life state. I mean, we got all of this stuff that typically, hell, it almost feels like an expansion pack nowadays compared to what we get in expansion packs nowadays. I mean, vampires is that full. Now, if you don't like vampires, of course, there's no getting around the fact you're not going to like the pack because that's what it is. And yeah, and if people don't like vampires or don't like the way the vampires work, the pack is kind of loss for them because that's what it is. You're kind of stuck with it. But I did think, and I still do think that is probably the best execution of the game pack as a miniature expansion pack. Now then, let's see here. We're going to do some under counter task lighting under here, like we did for the closet as well. I would even go so far as to say, now, this is in context of the time. At the time, I was feeling a little down on the Sims, I was a little worried about stuff with them. And vampires actually gave me some hope that maybe, the packs are going to kind of turn around and kind of be good. We just got in city living. Now we were getting vampires. Oh, we got vintage glamour as well in between those two. And I was kind of thinking, maybe they're going to pull this out. Maybe it's going to be pretty good. And it has been, pretty good. It's been okay. I like The Sims 4. I don't hate it. And I use it like all the time. I've played it 15,000 hours. Sometimes people have asked people that do videos or stream and stuff, I mean, do you only do it when you're streaming? Obviously, I don't, because I don't stream and I don't do videos that often. To make up, 15,000 hours, but that is how much time I do have in this game, 15,000. So I really do like it. It does suit me. I have had a good time with it. We're going to shorten that as well. See if we can pick out a chandelier here for our dining room table. Oh, wow, that's way too big. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, let's see here. Where are they? Oh, you know what? I could use these. Maybe. I use those downstairs, but let's go with that. I like that light fixture a lot. That came with like the fitness stuff pack, and I use it all the time. And one thing that's fun to do with that light fixture, now it can get too bright too quick, but you can turn these on an angle like that and kind of make, a different design with it. Whoops, I didn't mean to erase it. You can kind of make like a different design with it like that, so it gives it more of a basket weave pattern. But like I said, it can get like really bright really fast. And then you have to go through and constantly turn off one of them. And I've actually done more than one before, like 3, 4, 5, whatever. And there's like blinding patch of light right on that table. We're going to put some under lighting. In fact, I'm going to make it dark in here. Oh, whoops. I was going to make it dark. There we go. I think we'll put some under lighting here with this shelving. Do. Give us a little kind of highlight underneath there. And see, actually, even with just 2 of those, it's pretty bright. You get like that really bright shine on the wall. But I think I'm going to leave it and then just turn one off when I use it. If I upload it to the gallery, though, I might take it out because I'd hate for someone to get it like, what did he do? And I'm sure someone has gotten it like that before because I've uploaded it like that before. My apologies if you're one of those people and you're watching. But this time I'll be more careful, not do it that way. I think we'll put some cabinetry in here. And I'm not going to decorate everything, but I'm going to kind of go ahead and throw in real quick. Ah, there it is. Let's do red. Throw in a red. Kind of little, dustpan and broom there. Now we've got a good sort of, income property, they call it, or a garage apartment. Maybe for your grown kid has moved back in or lives there while he's at college or something. Maybe you trust your teenager to be here by themselves. I don't know if I would trust my teenager to be there by themselves, but maybe. Now we've got this room. Of course, we've basically just got bedrooms up here and closets and bathrooms. So we've got like bedroom. There was no closet with this bedroom, was there? No, yeah, there is. In fact, we should put in the doors for the upstairs as well. Oh, again, okay, I love Country Kitchen. Now, I can see why some people don't like it because it's very close to what we got with cottage living. Very close. But I did feel like they executed it really well. Like the quality of it was good. Perfect patio. You've got a good point there for sure. It's, the only thing with perfect patio was you got a hot tub. But I do kind of use the furniture in it sometimes. But a lot of people didn't like it, and kind of with good reason, because it was basically charging for the hot tub, which had been free before. And I kind of agree with that because I did feel like the hot tub should be free. I actually didn't mind when they did it as a free update to, the base game. I kind of thought that was okay. I know people disagree with that, but I actually did think that was okay and kind of thought, well, maybe we'll get more hot tub styles now because we've had the same one from Perfect Patio for years and years and years at that point. And cats and dogs, I like the world. I do like Brindleton Bay a lot, But yeah, I mean, I don't really, I make a cat and I make a tabby, just a plain, normal, average, everyday tabby cat. So it's got these really super cool features for making these crazy wild pets, right? But all I ever do is just make a normal, average, everyday cat. So I really don't use it a lot either. And I'm looking at this again because it looks like, just like downstairs, the walk-in closet upstairs for this room uses a sliding door. Now, yesterday, I kind of showed how we built that. I kind of used these different pieces here to put the door together. And I guess I'll do it again real quick. I'll show you here. We need 2 of these to create the look of a sliding door. And we need 2 of these, wood blocks. And we need 1 of these lantern post kind of sticks, right? Shrunk down in size. Actually, yes, and we need just 1 of those because we're not doing a double. No, it's just a single. It's just a single pocket door, right? And what we do is we take our piece here and we line it up because we're going to try to make it look like the pocket door is halfway out of the wall, right? So you have kind of a pretty good idea here of that there's a door there. We're going to slide these in just so they disappear into that column. And we're going to do the same thing over here. I think it's already pretty much in place. It is. We're going to take each of these and increase them in size by 1. And we decreased the size of that column by 1. Let's see here. Oop, we're going to have to redo that. Let's try this again. This is real tedious work. I actually could just copy the wall downstairs and it would bring it with it. But, just to show an example here, we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, yeah, it looks the same on both sides, like slats with kind of inset mahogany looking panels. Then we're going to draw the wall all the way across it. Excuse me. Like so. And then we'll grab a pass through, an archway here, a square archway. Like that one, I guess. I think that's what I use downstairs. And then you've got the appearance here of a pocket door that has been pulled halfway out. And yeah, Sims will actually use that, even when it's a single tile like that. Now, they for sure will with the double tile setup. Down here, like with the office, where I was testing some colors there, different colors. But like with the office, they for sure will pass through there. It's a wide opening. But even up here, with a single tile opening, they will pass through there. So it gives it that sort of look of a pocket door that's been left halfway out. Okay, so we've got that in place, and then we need to put in basically, there's going to be a window seat, it says over here by the window, and then a whole bunch of clothes along here. And I don't really have to do that, I don't think, but yeah, let's do it real quick. We might as well. We might as well outfit the closets. Let's just go all the way with this thing. Let's see here. Now it shows it as, kind of the corner like this, and then like that. Now we're going to get some pretty severe stutter there. With the tool mod, you can fix that because you can click on it and just make it reduce it in scale from 100 to 0.999, right? So it still looks exactly the same size, but it's just that 1/100th of a bit smaller. So then it doesn't have that stutter, the graphical stutter. In this case, we cannot use mods because it's a challenge. So I'm going to just lower it just ever so slightly, and that'll take care of the stutter that way and still give us a pretty good look. We really could use flooring up here, and I think I'm going to use the same flooring that I used over here, at least for now. Maybe not the tile, but the wood I am. Let's see here. We'll do a real quick lay down of some wood floors there. So we've got that. We've got the closet. I guess for the bench seat, we'll just grab a bench. I might change that. I don't know that we have to leave it as a bench, but I guess we could put one in there. You see this here? This is the only thing from Luxury Party I use. I do use that bench sometimes, although I use it a lot less now that we have actual sectional furniture. In fact, I'm going to use the sectional stuff. Now that we actually have sectional furniture, I hardly ever use it, but I used to use that quite a bit. But we're just going to put this sectional in here like that, and it matches. I think it looks pretty good. And I think we could maybe go ahead and put in a little bit more detail into the closet here. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Did I turn backwards? It's weird. It's being real tricky, you guys. Okay, let's see here. I guess that's it. That's as good as that's going to get. So we'll go with that. And should we hang clothes? I don't know. We've got all the money in the world. I guess we can hang some clothes real quick. Dream Home Decorator. I swear, I love the closets. The closets and the sectionals, I really, 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 really love. And it was fun playing with it too. That actually was actually quite a fun game pack. I did a lot of, shows, a lot of content creation on that, where I took a sim to made them a decorator, and it was a lot of fun. I have a lot of crazy leftover builds in my game though, so I just never knew what we were going to end up getting, and sometimes it was a mess. Now let's try to figure out, you know what? Up here we'll use the same tiles we use down here, I think, at least for now. I was about to ask, gee, what tile should I use? I think I'll do that. This has, one of the interesting things here is this has a bench seat. It has a seat in the shower area, and it has an alcove. I'm assuming for, like soap. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Soap is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, for soap and stuff. So, I'm going to try building it out like this. It actually shows we've got a grid here of 4 spaces, and it kind of shows the door being here, kind of in the middle. So let's see what we have to work here with. Yeah, I mean, I've seen seats in the shower, Mr. Hogbog, but normally they're built in, so we have no way really of doing that. I mean, yeah, we kind of do have a way. I actually have done that before, done a built-in seat for a window, now that I think about it. Every time I think about stuff like that, I think, God, is it going to be worth it? It's going to be worth going through all that trouble. I don't know if it's going to be that much trouble. I think it'll be worth it. Now, let's put in... I'm going to just I'm going to just leave it out like that, because I just don't think it looks right otherwise. And we'll put in a windows. And, typically, if you're going to have a shower like that, probably you'd have dual shower heads. You'd have like one here and here, maybe. Well, or here. Probably here. Here and here. Whoops. And then one could be used while you're sitting down, which, of course, won't work in game. I'll just do them like this, maybe. And then if you were sitting here, you could use that one. That works. That works. We're going to go with that. And then we can also keep the window here to keep the space kind of open. Which, I don't know, I do feel a little awkward just throwing the toilet there. Not that, I don't know. Right by the open window. We'll think. Maybe we'll change that. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I wish they would add curtain doors, and I really wish they would add curtains that you could open and close on a window. And I wish that they would make it so that you could put a door in and you could click to leave the door open, so that it would just open and remain open. And then you could click to close it later if you wanted to. That, for doors and curtains, is one of my big kind of wish things for The Sims. I don't, obviously I don't know the particularities of doing that, but I would love to see it. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's move that like that. We're still going to get a little bit of that showing there, but that's okay. And actually, let me try something else. Here. Let me do this. There we go. One thing we can try is put this here. And then if I just move this wall into place, I hope it won't read it as a room. Aha, it didn't. Good. So then we don't have to worry about the roof showing up inside because of that glitch. Now, we're going to grab some seating here. I've never tried this with the sectional seating before, but I think it will work. So if we do that like that, it kind of gives us the appearance of a built-in seat there. And I feel like Sims have used it before. Like they'll ignore this wall and they'll use it. I'm going to have to... In fact, I might play test that right now. Let me see here. I'm on a lot with this in. She's having a rough time of it. Come on up here, see if you like this decor better. There she goes. It's about time I kind of tested the routing in here anyway. Okay, now let's see. Will she sit? I know she won't sit and use the shower, but will she sit? No, she won't. Oh, no. Okay, let's try. Can you sit here? No, okay. Let's try something else here. Will you sit on it now? Ah, okay. So she will sit on it now. Okay, so that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. Do. I'm going to just grab another cough drop here. I mentioned early in the stream, I've been wrestling with a little bit of a head cold. It's not a big deal. No sympathy needed, but it gives me a kind of a hoarse voice. So let's see here. We could put that there, and we'll bring this forward. And then we have kind of a built-in look for it. It kind of works. I'm going to go with it. Like I said, she's not going to sit there and use that shower, but that's okay. Now, we got kind of that weird open spot there, though. One thing we could do is just go ahead and let me see if I've got one big enough. Grab a bookshelf and swing it around. But it doesn't go all the way up. Do. This maybe? Too tall? How about this? I mean, it could work, but it's also kind of ugly. It's also kind of not working for me. Let's see here. It's just way too big, I think. Huh. Well, we may have to take just a wait and see thing here. Oh, no problem, Mr. Hogpog. I'm glad to have had you here, and it was great talking to you. Always feel free to drop in anytime. And if you want to see how more of this turns out, I always leave the full live stream up, and then I also go through and edit live streams and put them up in an edited fashion, kind of just hitting the highlights. But in any event, it was great having you here today. I really appreciate it. We'll see you later. And we've got something like that where I could put like some shelving in here. Huh. I mean, I guess I could do it like that. Yeah, we could do that. And it gives it the look there of just a shelf behind the built-in bench. So it actually works pretty well. I am good with that. Whoops, I messed that all up. Okay, let me put it back in place. Okay, don't touch it anymore, Jason. Leave it alone. So, okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now, it does kind of show a tub here, and kind of like a really big tub, like a 4-square tub. I suppose, could always have a whirlpool tub. No, that's too big, isn't it? Is it too big? Yeah, way too big. We've got this. though. We could do that. I kind of like that. Modern looking tub, you know. Comes like this. I'm going to leave it as that one for now. And then we need a couple of sinks in here. And I think in this case, I am going to use counters like from downstairs. Kind of follow that theme. Those seem a little big for a bathroom sink. That seems a little big too. Let's take that out. What else have we got to work with here? We've got this. It's a little more diminutive. Well. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and just do what we were doing. We'll do that. Also, most bathroom sinks don't have a gooseneck. Oh, that's good. That's good. We'll leave it like that. And then we can go in here and let's grab a counter to match, or a bar, like a bar counter to match. Because we have kind of a dressing area listed here. Like a dressing table listed here. So let's go ahead and do a bar with a bar stool. Grab the same type of bar stools downstairs. And then since it's a dressing table, we'll put in a lot of mirrors here. Oops. Okay, so that's kind of set there. Now this walk-in closet, basically, again, it has a seat, right? So let's grab the same type of seating material, or the same type of seat. The sectional sofa, and we're going to put it here. Now, again, if I use this in game, chances are I'm going to take that out. I'm going to redesign this upstairs, and I'm going to do doors out to a balcony. There we go. And my thought with this is to go ahead. Well, I was thinking about framing it in with walls, you know. There aren't really walls on on the floor plan. There are not really walls. But I feel like it might look better. At least maybe a little half wall here, kind of like I did in the shower. Something that just makes it look more like a built-in, which is what it's supposed to be, instead of a piece of furniture that they placed there. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put in some shelving. A bunch of shelving. This is a master closet. They must have a ton of clothes because it is showing a ton of storage space available for them. And basically just like that. So I'm going to, again, shift this down just ever so slightly. So we'll get rid of that stutter. You could also shift it up ever so slightly. Okay, so that takes care of that. And I think we'll go ahead and put in the, oh shoot, are you kidding me? I guess when I drew in for that one bench, it caused that to pop out, but that's okay. We fixed it right there. So we're going to try doing what we did a second ago again, which is just grabbing this wall, spinning it around, putting it down there. There we go. And I think we'll go ahead and put in the cabinetry above, up here. It's kind of weird that the closet is just open and the bathroom's just open. There's no real door shown. That's odd. But I'm going to go with it. It's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. I would live in a house like that, but it's kind of odd compared to most of the house plans that I see. Which I guess isn't a lot. Some, I kind of look them up, online just to see, but I probably don't see a lot. Hell, maybe they do it all the time. I don't know. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so that's set. We've got our master bedroom, and we need a closet here for this bedroom. Now, I mentioned yesterday I had a lot of trouble getting it to work for the entryway, but we can get it to work here. There's a closet that I already have set with mirrors in the door as a room. One of the closets from Get Together. From Get Together. There it is. Closet with mirrors. So that would look like, a mirrored front closet. Let me pop that in there. And then I don't have to fuss around trying to get the mirrors exactly right every time I want to use it. And there you go. Now you've got a mirrored front door or mirrored doors on your closet. And it does still work. Yeah, Sims will go into it, get dressed and woohoo and play and whatever. So we'll put that in there. And we're just about to the point where I'm going to call a good night to this particular stream. I think it's coming along pretty well. I mean, I'm kind of enthused. I feel like it's coming along pretty well here. The one thing I haven't decided on is windows up here, but it looks okay from the outside. Don't know. Maybe. I need to build a wall here, come up with a color for this place, so on and so forth. I think that's a different color. Is that a different color? It's weird. Okay, there we go. No, it's the same color. No, it has the same look. Okay. So far, that's kind of what we've got going. Still a little unsure on that roof line, you guys, but maybe. For now, it is good. For now, it is working. I'll probably I'm getting some stutter that I got to check out. Might just be a graphical glitch. I'm probably going to do like, driveway and then a walkway down, like stairs down as well. I don't know. That's for tomorrow. If you, for today, if you've been watching, thank you. I appreciate it. And have a great day.